Hello guys, good evening everyone. Welcome to this session and welcome to the India's most comprehensive preparation platform, that is the BYJU'S exam prep, and welcome to this session, a small session where we are going to talk about the three very common, very crucial mistakes made by many of the GATE aspirants, especially during their last 3 months of preparation. Yes guys, October ends now. Yes, it's 30th October and all October ends, and with this, you can say just nearly 3 months, little more than 3 months left for the GATE examination, GATE 2023 examination. Might have done a lot of hard work, lots of hard work, but what are some important key pointers to be taken care, especially in this moment of time? I thought, let me come live, let me interact with you, right? If you also have some of your preparation queries, going on, we will discuss that at the end. But what are those three common, mistakes that usually students do, okay, which may directly, indirectly hamper all your hard work that you have done till this point, right? Nobody wants that. You have worked hard, you have been practicing, you have been, studying the concepts, and eventually you want result. What can possibly stop you from achieving that result? Yes, let's be little aware about that. Okay, precaution, always we say precaution is better than cure, right? So if we are aware about those areas, what usually GATE aspirants, the mistakes they do, right? What are maybe some of the mistakes I did when I was a GATE aspirant? Yeah, I have been in interaction with the GATE students, GATE aspirants for more than 12 years now. So what possible mistakes are committed by the students unwillingly, unknowingly? I'll just give you a little bit hint about that, so that precaution is always better than cure. You're aware about that, so you will take precaution not to commit those mistakes, especially if you're a very serious GATE aspirant. Yes. Okay, hi, hello, very good evening, Amita, Ashok, Dreamer, Ravi, Shubhakar, very good evening all. Quickly share the session to all your friends, all your colleagues, all the preparing for GATE. Okay, and let's start this with a positive intent. Do not forget to like the session in case you haven't liked the session till now. Let's start with this positive motivation, positive energy. Okay, so this is a brief intro about me in case somebody new to my session. This is your mentor Rakesh, and I have secured All India rank 9th in the GATE examination, completed my masters from Indian Institute of Science, Bengaluru. These are my major area of expertise that I am dealing for more than 12 years, and I have trained more than 50,000 students in my journey. Right, good evening. Right, just a quick update, especially for EC students, that tomorrow at the 6 p.m. time, I am bringing you the Formula 1, right? So Friday also we had a Formula 1 session of EMT, but that was covering the common topics of EMT, EC, EEIN, up to the electrostats, magnetostats and Maxwell's equation. But this will be core EC areas like transmission line, wave propagation, antennas, waveguides, etc. This is going to be there tomorrow at 6 p.m. Okay. So guys, a simple thought, but yet a very important one for you to understand. As quoted by Campbell Scott, working hard is great, and you have been working hard. I trust that you may have working hard, and that's really great. And keep working hard. There are 3 more months to go. Sometimes you might have been lazy in your preparation journey. Okay, no problem. Everybody does that. Everybody have some phase where sometimes they're not giving up their best because sometimes they're lazy. But that is only some phase. That is only some portion of the life. But failed potential is the worst. Right, failed potential is the worst. Yeah, just hold your query, Shubhakar. I'll take up all your personal queries at the end. Failed potential, that is what is the thing. You may be having the potential, you may be working hard, but still after the GATE examination, several students come up, sir, I really worked very hard. I thought that I could do it, but I could not get the result. I have seen several students in my experience, forget students telling, I am telling you, I have seen several students in my experience that they are really having good caliber, they are really talented. Okay, we were expecting results from them, but eventually they could get the result, but not the best of the result, right? So working hard is good, it's great. Sometimes being lazy is also acceptable, but failed potential is what is the worst thing, and that is the main intent. Understand this line I'm starting, that is the main intent for me taking this particular session. I don't want that any potential to fail. If you are a potential candidate, if you are really talented, if you are really hardworking, right, maybe one or two small mistakes can ruin your result. That should not happen, right? So we are working for the success, and let's target the success in the GATE examination. Let us target the success in the GATE examination. Just a second. Yeah, correct. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, one more reason why I'm telling you that, because it's almost approximately 100 days if you count from 30th October up to the 5th February, where the first weekend of the GATE starts, and then the exam will be on 11th and 12th February also. Approximately on an average 100 days are left, right? And this is the time where we start panicking, where we start developing lots of pressure, and because of that we commit the mistakes, and because of that mistakes committed, sometimes we may not have that particular result that we actually desire and that we actually are capable of, right? So keeping this into mind, let us get started. What are those 3 big mistakes? What are those 3 big mistakes? Number 1, mindset to give up. Now this is the time, and this is the particular period, last 100 days, where students develop the mindset to give up. But why? Let me explain you. Let us go to the core of that. If our students are developing the mindset to give up, why usually students develop the mindset to give up? And this is the biggest mistake that many of the aspirants will do. Studied 4 months already. Some of you might have prepared for 6 months. Some of you might have been preparing for 1 year, 1.5 years. But still they give up at the end, and hence no result. Don't even believe that even if you have been working hard for 1 year, but if you give up in the last 2-3 months, or if you don't put up your best in the last 2-3 months, you're not going to get the good result. That is very much sure. So number 1 mistake that students will usually do is that they are having the mindset to give up. But just not speaking give up, let us go into the reasons. What are the most probable reasons that students give up? I'll tell you some important potential areas why the students give up. Number 1, they feel that they have lots of unfinished syllabus. Lots and lots of unfinished syllabus, and then they get into an idea, then they get into a thought process that now I will not be able to cover up the syllabus. See guys, always remember, many a times even the All India Rank 1 doesn't complete the 100% syllabus. Number 1, right? Even though if you have lots of unfinished syllabus, you can target, you can focus on PYQs. You can from the PYQs you can get an idea what areas are more important, or you can easily search. It's available on the Google. You can find it easily on the YouTube. Several sessions, even I have taken sessions for EC and EE. There are several sessions available for other branches also. What areas are more important? Even if you feel that you have unfinished syllabus, no problem. See, I know it is not the best situation. But if it is unfinished syllabus, doesn't mean that you have to totally give up. Doesn't mean that you have to quit. That is the biggest mistake you might be doing. If it is unfinished, no problem. Take out a list of the most important topics. Can you complete at least 80% of them? If you are able to honestly complete at least 80% of them. See, I believe pura karna chahiye. But if this is the situation, even if you are targeting 80% of that, you will be getting, honestly, if you do target 80%, then still you will be getting a decent and a good performance in the GATE examination. But if you give up, see, if you keep trying, if you try to complete 80%, 85% syllabus, there is certain probability, certain chance you are going to succeed. But if you give up, there is only one guarantee. If you give up looking into the syllabus, there is only one guarantee that you are not going to achieve. Remember, if you give up, there is only one guarantee in the world, guys, that you are not going to achieve. Remember that. Okay, there is no other result if you give up. So better not give up and try at least 80% हो सकता है क्या? Around 80% हो सकता है. Can I target that? If yes, that's okay. Forget that 20%. And what 80%? It should not be of your choice. It should be the areas which are more asked in the GATE examination, that you can get, that you can take advice from your faculties, that you can take the advice from your friends, that you can search on the YouTube, and that you can easily get the idea from the PYQs. Number two point, a very big reason why students start quitting is the negativity that develops into their mind. Negativity, okay, health issues, they are all connected. So lots of pressure in the mind. Okay, already we have some unfinished syllabus. Maybe we are not able to practice much. Maybe 1 or 2 tests going wrong. This is a time, guys, even if one test goes bad, students start developing lots of negativity. You have to avoid that. Now, how to avoid that? Just trust that this is not only you. Several students, lakhs of students are going to appear in the examination. They are also writing some test series and they are also getting low performance in 1 or 2 test series. I secured All India rank 9 in my first attempt. I still had some tests where I could not perform up to my potential. That test went bad. That particular subject test went bad. One mock test went bad. That day was bad. I could not give my best on that particular day, right? Yeah, maybe unwillingly I committed some mistakes, but what I did, I learned out of them. I did not give up. I learned out of them and I improved myself. Eventually, I got All India rank 9 in first attempt. So I'm telling you very honestly, I got single digit rank in first attempt, but while I was preparing, I also had, several tests going bad. Some of the day I was not able to practice to my full potential. But what happens, many students, in this situation, they start developing negativity. अच्छा, कुछ लोग तो इतना ज़्यादा stress ले लेते हैं. 100 days left for the examination approximately, right? I should not sleep much now. No, that is also not acceptable. Don't develop an attitude that you are not going to sleep, right? You have to maintain your 6.5 hours of average sleep also. I also maintained, still I got the rank. It's not about if you sleep less, you perform more. No, sometimes you sleep less, you compromise with your health and you're not able to perform. You don't have proper food, you don't have proper sleep and you compromise with your health, you're not going to perform. You start developing negativity. Achha, remember, if you don't take proper diet, if you don't take proper sleep, that is one of the biggest reason that also, makes you being negative, because your brain is disturbed, your mind is disturbed, that is not fully active. So, your mind needs, your brain needs on an average 6 or 6.5 hours of sleep, even in the last 2-3 months also. Average, I'm telling. Sometimes it is okay. Sometimes we ekdam feel mein padhai kar liya. Sometimes it happens we are studying in the flow. We are able to sleep only 4 hours. Okay. Sometimes 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. Okay. Sometimes it could be 7 hours also. बहुत ज़्यादा थक गए थे. So average, I'm telling 6 hours you have to maintain. Don't let the health issues dominate on yourself. Right. Okay, because if you continuously, are sleeping only for 3 to 4 hours, sometimes you will develop bad throat, sometimes headache, sometimes, unnecessary health issues will start coming and then you give up. This is one of the reasons you give up, right? So don't commit that. Number 3, big reasons why you give up, because you are not able to cover up the syllabus, right? Okay, because you are wasting lots of time here. Okay, इतना ज़्यादा यहाँ पे time waste कर देते हैं that we forget. Okay, we forget about the gate examination. We are just busy into Snapchats, Facebook, Twitter, etc. Not important for you, right? You are just wasting time and you waste so much of time that you start thinking, syllabus is so much finished. I did not appear in mock tests. I did not practice. Eventually, I have to give up. I cannot perform in gate now. Okay, so guys, what you have to do, right? Maybe Telegram, WhatsApp. This is useful because you have discussion groups also available, but for certain period of time, right, for the last 3 months, 100 days, can you eliminate these apps? I don't think these are going to help you in your preparation. Only keep Telegram, WhatsApp and YouTube because they can somehow support you in your preparation, but rest is all bakwas. For 3 months, this is all bakwas for you. Please remove it. Can you do it? If you are a true gate aspirant, ask yourself, can you do it? Can you delete this, deactivate this from your mobile phone? This is one of the reasons you waste so much of time and then you start developing negativity. ये भी एक negativity का factor है. Sometimes, this is a reason for sleepless nights. You thought you're going to sleep at 12, you're going to wake up at 5, early morning, nice practice I will do. I have a set of questions, but you went to sleep at 12, you're sleeping at 3. And then you start feeling depressed. Arey Baba, I wasted 3 hours. I am really worried about gate, but unwillingly I wasted 3 hours. It happens. 2 hours, 3 hours wasted. Negativity. Okay, depression starts building up. No. So please delete that. Right. And the last reason that I'm telling may not be applicable for all, but for some of the students, especially engineers, there is one more reason, why they give up. We are talking about the, we are talking about the possible reasons that why you give up. And one of the possible reasons with some of the students, whether you realize or not, that, they were somehow involved, in some relationships. लड़ाई हो गया, गर्लफ्रेंड से लड़ाई हो गया, बॉयफ्रेंड से लड़ाई हो गया, झगड़ा हो गया, और eventually there is some breakup happened, and then you are totally depressed and you give up for your dream. Guys, if you are not successful in life, right, no boy or girl, depending whatever gender may be, if you are not successful, no girl is going to give you that much of weightage. These things are bound to happen. Prove yourself, be a topper in GATE examination, see yourself in some PSUs, see yourself in some IIT. Your relationships will also be strong. It's very, very, it's practical talk that, okay, if you are strong, if you are solid, if your background is solid, your relationships also will go solid, right? So please, I don't say it is with you, it is with all of you, but if you are one of them, this is not your time, this is your time for preparation, right? So better stay away from this, otherwise this is one of again the reasons that you tend to give up, right? So why the students develop mindset to give up, right? That is what we have been discussing, right? One more reason I will add here, okay, that sometimes why students give up, because they are in so much of hurry to complete the syllabus. I told na, lots of unfinished syllabus. Sometimes they don't plan their preparation properly and they try to put unpractical targets ki one single day I will complete one subject. Nobody can complete one subject in one day, right? If you are studying a subject for first time, you can't complete it in 1 or 2 days also, 3 days also. No, if you are studying for first time, sometimes students make that unrealistic target, unpractical targets. They try to climb up, they try to rise up very quickly. But that was unpractical target, unachievable target. Eventually you don't achieve. You are developing negativity. You feel, ashamed of yourself that you are not a potential person. That is not true, because you developed wrong targets. Eventually what happens? You fall, right? So take systematic steps. Okay, don't try to be, really very harsh on yourself. Number two big mistakes. We are talking about the 3 mistakes. The number 2 mistake that I'm going to highlight is the lack of practice and test. I told you in the very beginning, working hard is great, actually very great. But working hard in right direction is the perfect thing, I will say, right? Now, many students, I'll tell you, they keep studying the concepts, they keep watching the lectures, they say that maza aa raha hai sir padhne mein, ekdam, I just enjoyed your class, I've learned a concept, this is first time I've understood this concept, brilliant, I never thought this concept we could like this. But then, are you practicing on that? See, if I am here giving you a question, then after some time I will give you the solution, you say, okay sir, I understood. Right? But if you have actually understood the topic, you should go back to the home, sit down, start your practice, and you should be able to solve questions relevant to that topic. Then only you are a true aspirant. Then only your preparation is on track. Many students believe that they have watched the class. That's it. And इस पे तो बहुत सारे students यकीन करते ही नहीं है. They believe that who is going to give test? I will give at the end. I will give at the end. They keep just postponing, the appearance of test and test and test. And they eventually, at the end, they don't find time, because at the end, what is the big thing you have? Especially at the end, what is the big thing you have? You will always have, lots of topics pending, right? So if you keep your test series, postponed till the end will never come. Actually, GATE exam will come before you appear into the test, and then you don't perform in the GATE examination. Right? So this is an area where many students lag behind. That is the lack of practice and the lack of appearing in the test, the time-bound examination. So you have to be really serious for this. Now, when I say practice, what are the practice area? Everybody knows that, I'm telling you that you have attended the class, you have understood the concept, but just understanding the concept doesn't make you successful in the GATE unless and until you walk into the field, you start practicing that concept. Right? And what are the areas that you should be practicing or you should have practice is number 1, especially if you are a BYJU'S exam prep student, then you don't need any other practice material, no standard book questions, nothing. I believe workbooks are totally sufficient for you. And guys, if you are, getting some motivation from this session, if you're enjoying, if you're listening carefully, do not forget to like the session. Do increase the likes of the session. So guys, if you are a BYJU'S exam prep student, workbooks, sufficient, totally sufficient. No need of any standard book questions. If you don't have the workbooks of BYJU'S exam prep, then you can take standard book questions. At least the solved questions of the standard books you may follow. This is the very important area. Some students miss out on this. In the beginning, I told you, if you have unfinished syllabus, that unfinished syllabus is giving you a tendency of quitting the examination. right? Better cover the most important areas. Don't cover the 100%. If you are into that situation ki cover nahi ho sakta, to cover the most important areas. Can you cover at least 80% of that? Still you are going to get a decent performance, a good performance in the GATE examination. But what are those areas? You can get the idea from YouTube and your friends as well. But PYQs will give you the very clear picture that what areas are most important. And then if you discard the PYQ, suppose you have studied the class, you have solved questions from workbook also, but if you don't solve PYQ, how do you know what is the level of the GATE examination? How do you know that if you have attended the class, whether that class content is perfect or not? If you are able to solve previous year questions out of that particular, you have studied that class, and if you are able to solve previous year questions, you are on track. Many students don't actually, we keep telling PYQs are important, but actually we have also observed that many students miss out on PYQ. Maybe they were not aware about the importance of PYQ, or maybe they were not able to manage the time. Guys, do not even dream of going into the GATE exam hall without the PYQ. This is the Bible to the GATE preparation. Do not even dream. Sapne mein bhi mat sochna ki iske bina GATE exam dena hai, right? This is so very important. Not only for understanding the level of examination, but as a confidence booster. How many PYQs you are able to solve? Are you able to match your preparation with the GATE? Right? Suppose this is the GATE level, you are already above that. You have solved lots of good questions from workbook. That will give you a confidence. Arey Baba, I am able to solve PYQs made by the same IITs which have conducted the exam in the previous years. Similar IIT bodies is going to conduct the exam in GATE 23, GATE 24, etc. So I am going to match that level. I am already above that. I am having that confidence. And when you develop that confidence in preparation, na ek ki jagah do question ho jata hai. You speeden up. You have that confidence na. Instead of one, at the time of one question, you are able to solve two questions. You develop that much of speed. You develop that much of confidence. Maza aa jata hai. That passion is there while solving the question. But suppose this is the GATE level. You solve PYQs. You realize you are here. No problem. Okay, little bit you will be disturbed, but at least you will come to know the reality ki whatever I have prepared, I need to, little bit, pace up my preparation. I need to little bit, improve my concept, because this is the level of the GATE exam. I have obtained from PYQs. Unless and until I solve this, I don't know. So this is where the GATE level stands. I am already at this level. So I need to improve myself. Otherwise, same story will repeat. The questions, the PYQs are made by the same IITs that is going to conduct the GATE 23 examination, right? If I am not able to match up with that level, I will be underconfident, और हमेशा यही सोचते रहेंगे कि even GATE 23 I will not be able to, crack up with the good rank. So if you already know, if you have solved PYQs, if you know, so improve it, na. See which areas you are below the average of GATE PYQs level. Focus more there. Study, concept in deep. Go for more workbook question there, right? Take up the doubts, whatever are the doubts. Go and discuss the doubts with your faculty, with your friends. Post the doubts in Telegram. There are so many resources available at this point of time. But at least you will come to know. If you don't solve this PYQs, you don't come to know. Number three, the practice is test. Now let me tell you guys, one of the very big mistake of many of the GATE aspirant is missing out the test part, especially the mock test part. Hello Viral, hello Shravya. Right, guys, especially a very big mistake committed by the students is this one, scientific calculator. They still practice on, the regular Casio scientific calculator placed somewhere here, right? If you are still one of them practicing with this, right? See, I am having in front of myself, no problem. I am not going to give the GATE examination this year. I have given my GATE examination. I have proved myself. I have got All India rank 9. It is time for you to prove yourself, right? So guys, even if this is available in front of you, like for me, it was available on my desk. For you as a GATE 23 aspirant, it should not be even nearby you. Practice karna to dur ki baat hai, right? What you can do is just don't throw it. Give everything respect. This is also a very respectful thing. Give this to your parents or to your brother, sister, or to your friends. Ask them to please lock it up, and don't ask them back till the GATE examination. Unse bolna dena hi mat. Please ask them not to return it to you till the GATE examination and keep it locked somewhere. They should keep it locked. You should not even have the key of that. This is so dangerous. This is harmful. Let me tell you guys very clearly. This is poisonous to your GATE preparation. This is poisonous to your gate preparation. Why do you want to have that poison? Really, it is poisonous. Trust me, because the type, the speed you practice here and the speed when you're going to practice here on a virtual scientific calculator, right, is going to be a drastic difference. Try to understand. If you have used this for the first time, now when you use it for the first time, you will realize that. You are going to realize that, right? And guys, especially, see, it is not like, many students believe it is a complicated, it is a very slow calculator, it does not have much feature. Let me tell you guys, once you make yourself used to for these features, these memory features, they are so really important. Once you make yourself accustomed to your memory features of the scientific virtual calculator, this will also be a good asset to you. But for that, you have to practice on that. Yeah, human body, human brain can be trained for anything, but start using it, right? So what is this? This is poison to your gate preparation. Do you want to have that poison, right? Do you want to have that poison, right? Okay, so this is some random profile I have taken, right? Number 2, very important thing is, are you able to sit in the 3 hours atmosphere without appearing in the mock test? Okay, how will you come to know that whether you have the temperament, whether you have that patience, you can sit on a computer screen for 3 hours? You practice questions normally. Now, when I talk about the regular practice, dear, when I talk about practicing PYQs or workbooks, you are practicing on a pen paper based mode, right? And that too, you can practice 10 questions and you can go and then you can come back and practice 10 more questions. But here you are going to have, this is just one random window, but here you are going to have 65 questions. You are going to have 65 questions all together, 10 of aptitude, remaining of, look into this, like, this is 10 of aptitude. If you select this tab, this is ME. Okay, if you select this tab, you are going to have remaining 55 questions, right? If you are going to have remaining 55 questions from mechanical, are you able to have that patience of looking into questions of all different subjects? Right, aptitude we have. When you go into mechanical or any branch, whatever your branch may be, you will see engineering maths also, you will see SOM, TOM, machine design, thermodynamics, fluid mechanics, everything. Questions mixed up. MCQ, NAT, this is like NAT, right? This is NAT, right? But MCQ, NAT, MSQ, all types of questions together on your screen. Are you able to, first of all, sit for 3 hours? Many of the students, a fact, many of the students, when they give the mock test for the first time, within 1.5 to 2 hours, they start feeling sleepy. Headache होने लगता है, बैठ ही नहीं पा रहे कंप्यूटर में. Now imagine if you develop that same headache in the gate exam. Your exam is spoiled, your 1 year is spoiled, your career is spoiled. You prepared for 1 year but you did not give the test. One very big mistake, na? You did not have the practice of mock test. You go into the gate exam, within 1.5 to 2 hours, you are feeling sleepy, you are developing headache. And once you develop headache or you are sleepy, you are not active, how can you solve the questions with the perfection? Not possible. You spoil your rank. Very simple. So better, all these are trials. Make this happen in the mock test. Don't let this happen in the gate examination, my dear students. Is it okay? Don't let this happen in the gate examination. So have that, if you appear in multiple mock tests, you will develop that habit, develop that temperament. Okay. Are Shubham, don't worry, yaar. Don't worry. This is depending on person to person. That, hair loss has nothing to do with gate preparation. Okay. ठीक है? That has nothing to do with gate preparation, yaar. Don't relate it to the gate preparation. Okay, guys. So please take this test part, especially the mock part, very, very important. And then, other than that 3-hour temperament, you will also come to know how much you are scoring out of 100, where you are standing, whether it is 30% level, 40% level, 50% level, or 80% level. Accordingly, you will, decide your next step. So do not forget on this area. And the third common mistake of the gate aspirants is they don't have any solid revision plan. Okay. Now, you don't want to give up. Okay, first we thought give up. You don't want to give up. You don't have any breakup issues, right? Your syllabus is almost completed. No problem. Your syllabus is also completed. You don't use the social apps. You don't have any tendency of giving up. You have practiced also. You have appeared in test also. But what if you don't have a revision plan? You studied so many things, you practiced also, but if you go into the gate exam without perfect revision, you are going to forget most of the things. It is studied, but formula to bhul gaye na. You know the concept, you can derive the formula, but do you have that much time in the gate exam to derive the formula or to recall so much things? looking into the question. Formula should click into the mind, looking into the question, and that can only happen if you have practiced enough, number one, and then if you have revised enough. Without a solid revision plan, nothing is going to work out. So what should be the revision plan? A brief idea I will give you guys. Okay, a brief idea. Already, October ends. So for this remaining, I'll break up, because this is the time where many of you have not completed the syllabus. So I can't ask you to go for syllabus. I can't ask you to go for entire revision. But for this remaining, for the coming 45 days, can you focus on revision parallelly with the preparation? Many students will just keep on preparing. Revise abhi nahi karenge. But that is also a mistake. Last 3 months now your revision should start. Revision should start. How much? Can you at least target 30-40% of revision time? Right, 30-40% should be revision, should be your revision time, right? And remaining 60-70% should be your new syllabus time. Okay, no problem, syllabus is not complete, I can't start revising completely, but can I dedicate 30% at least time to revise the old subject? That will give you the confidence also. Because what happens in the last 100 days, you are preparing, but at the same time while preparing, we sometimes lose confidence, because what is there at the backside of the brain? I am preparing, but Baba, I studied something, I have forgotten that. I have forgotten that formula, I have forgotten that concept, I have forgotten that thing, something keeps happening with me. Is it stuck? Yes. Guys, are we live now? Yes, it's stuck. It was stuck, I think. Still seems some issue, kya? Is it fine now, guys? Yeah, I think looks fine now. Yes, it's fine now. Yeah, thank you for commenting, Shubham. I got to know that it was stuck, really. Right, now it is fine. Let's continue. So, if you just keep on studying the new syllabus right now, so you will develop that tension, you will develop that, that thing is forgotten. That thing I studied 2 months back, but I'm not able to recall. So that, pressure will be there in the brain. Better give 70% or 60% time to the new syllabus. Remaining time, suppose you are studying 10 hours, 7 hours, new subject, 3 hours, revising the previous stuff. That will boost your confidence. Ki yaar, naya to ho hi raha hai, but purani yadein bhi taza ho gayi, right? So whatever I studied previously, I am able to recall that also. That will give the confidence also that everything is on track. Previous one also I am able to recall. And anyways, 70% time, 60% time I am giving to the new syllabus. So I will complete the syllabus also. Right. Coming to the next portion, that is the 16 to 31st January. Okay. This is ideally the time for 100% revision. But many of the students will not be able to follow that idea. Many of the students will not be able to complete the syllabus even till 15 January. So you can't go for 100% revision. So what you can do? That is the ideal situation. So 16 to 31 December. Okay, you can focus most of the time for revision. 80%. Now, ye wala jo time hai, this should be 80% or at least 70% revision, right? 20 to 30% new syllabus, and then January, right? It should be more than 90% revision time, right? Very rarely a new thing, and even if some new thing is left in January, it should be something like maths and aptitude, which is light and you can study with the revision. Especially aptitude part is light. You can't neglect that also because it is 15 marks, but you can prepare aptitude parallelly with the revision. So January, more than 90% of the time should be dedicated for revision. If you are studying 10 hours a day, 9 hours is revision. Only 1 hour agar syllabus bacha hua hai, worst case. Ideally, it should not be left. But if it is left, maximum 1 hour per day. कुछ छूटता है छूटने दो, no problem. But revision is, January revision and mock test is more important rather than studying new. Something new left, no problem. That is still acceptable. But you have studied 80%, you have completed 80% syllabus. If you don't revise, that 80% is lost. So in search of that remaining 10-20%, you spoil your remaining 80%. Don't let that happen. That is again a big mistake. Is that okay, dear? So that is what, you should have a revision plan. Okay, that is Third and very common mistake by many of the GATE aspirants, they don't have any solid revision plan. Correct? They don't have any solid revision plan. They don't have that any solid revision plan in front of them. Right? So guys, these are the three mistakes I wanted to speak. Okay, number one is the tendency of the students to give up, right? Number two is the lack of practice and the test, and number three is you don't have any solid revision plan. These are biggest obstacles in the last time, that is going to hamper your performance, so that is going to hamper your rank in the GATE examination, right? Chalo guys, so that's it. Thanks from my side. Now if you have any questions, maybe I could not reply to some of the queries. I was trying to cover up my content. If you have any queries now, please let me know. So Shubham is saying about EMFT bacha hai, complete karne try karunga. See Shubham, I think you're telling that EMFT you are able to finish in 2-3 days. Let's say 4 or 5 days also you finish. Still, you have time to cover EDC. You can give daily 1.5 hours. Now, why to leave? It is not only 1 week left for exam. 3 months are left. And if only one subject is left, EDC, try studying 1 or 2 hours also. You'll be able to finish within 15-20 days. Yeah, 1 month lag jayega. Take 1 hour. Let it go for 1 month. But at least it will be finished. Even if it comes up for 7-8 marks, it's going to, be a rank decider for you then. Right. Ashok, for EE and EC, which topics are important? I have taken session, and I'm planning one more session, even in more crunch form. The most important areas for EE, I'll plan one more session very soon for that. Okay, very soon for that. But that session will be directly targeting most important areas, Ashok. But I have session 1 taken how to score, 65 plus in EC. You can try to, refer to that session. You will get the important topics also there. Okay, we have taken for ECEEIN. I have been part of that. Okay. For EE, in fact, Ashto sir has also taken a similar session. So you can refer to that also, Ashok. Anyways, I will plan a separate session only focusing on important topics. Will not talk about any strategy, but the important topics. Right, Ashok? Chalo guys, that's it. Thank you, I think. Right, and do not forget to like the session. We are very close to half century of likes. Do not miss out on that half century of likes. Okay, Shravya, if you are targeting, Shravya is asking about writing the GATE exam this year. See Shravya, to be very honest, if you are just planning to start preparing for this year, that's 3 months left. So, if you specify your branch, then I can tell you within 3 months covering up 100% syllabus with practice, with test may not be practically possible. But at least I can guide you if you tell me your branch, Shravya, that what are the important subjects, at least, what are some 5-6 subjects that you can easily complete, right? Shubham, keep taking small breaks. Big breaks, you want in continuity, long hours. Every 2 hours, every 1.5 hours depends. Somebody is comfortable for 1.5 hours, some students comfortable for 2 hours. Study on a stretch 2 hours, 5-10 minutes nap. May not be nap, it can be any break, listen to music, eat something, go out in fresh air, anything. Small breaks if you keep taking. If you try to sit for 4 or 5 hours continuously, it is going to be difficult. 90% students will not be able to do that. Better break it 2 hours, 5-10 minutes of gap. So that 5-10 minutes is not a wastage. That is your efficiency booster, Shubham. So, break your preparation like that. Okay. Chalo. Okay, I think we are done. Chalo guys, okay, thank you. That's it. If you have any more doubts, guys, do not worry. Please mention in the comment box. And guys, one more request. Right, one more request. You can ask your doubts in the comment box also after the video gets over. But very important, how did you like the video? How did you like the content? And whether this session motivated you? Do not forget to mention in the comment box. Not in the live chat right now. After the video gets over, please do mention in the comment box that how much you got motivated from this particular session, whether this session help you, so that we can plan more similar sessions for you, right? You know, 3 also, I think Shubham, 2 hours is a good optimum value. 2 hours, 2.5 hours is a good optimum value. Okay. Sure, Jashwant, already on the mind. Very soon you are going to see that Aptitude IIT Kanpur part. Very soon you are going to see that. It's already in my mind. Okay, so that session is on my mind. Probably within a week or 2, you are going to see that non-stop. One series I'll take. Chalo guys, bye bye. Good night. Stay safe and take care of yourself. Do not forget to like the session.